Y'all, it happened. It finally happened. And I never in a million years thought that this would happen. Like, I finally went to a store and somebody recognized me as the pop girl. Shout out to the amazing worker at GameStop that gave me this bag because they're like, you always come in here getting pops, like a good amount of pops. Here's a bag for you whenever you come back. I love that. That was so sweet. All right. So, in this pop haul, we got we got my boy Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you know me, you know that Dio is like in my top 10 villains. And if you don't understand why, trust, I will definitely sit down and explain why. I will. Next up, we have one of the loves of my lives, Captain Levi from Attack on Titan. I don't think that I have any Levi pops yet. I have Levi on my list to get, but I do believe that this is my first Levi pop. I was so excited to get him, and I have so many more of him that I'm gonna get. There's like four that I have saved on my Amazon list, but this is my first Levi pop, and I cannot believe it took me this long to get one. Maybe because they're always sold out. I don't know. I haven't bought a My Hero pop in a while. It's been a little minute. And of course, like I saw this one and I was like, duh, I have to put him in my collection. And I think either Naruto or is it Naruto? Either Naruto or My Hero. One of the two is my biggest collection by series, but y'all are gonna see that when I do like my whole like entire pop haul. We got Hawks. We got Hawks. I also did not have a Hawks in my collection. Like, WTF. I don't know why it took me so long to get a Hawks. This is also a character where I was like, I cannot believe it's taking me so long to get them. I'm just like, girl, what? But we got Toto, guys. We finally got a Toto. Like, again, why did it take so long? I love him. Like, Toto is amazing. Amazing character in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, watch the show just for him. And last but not least, I have said this before, and I will shout it to the rooftops once again. I will always say this. I am a Gundam girl down. I'm a Gundam girl down. Okay. Like, all the way down. So, of course, I had to get this. Like, look at this. I would have been crazy to leave this at the store. Like, come on. I'm gonna see. And you know what's so crazy? The first Gundam pop that I bought, there were other Gundam pops like with it. But I was like, whenever I go pop shopping, I always put myself on some type of budget. So I will be going back to get those other ones. However, that was the first time I ever saw Gundam, like Gundam pops. I had never seen them anywhere else. And so for me to go to GameStop and see this beauty, of course, we're also going to combine this with the last pops that I got because I also said that I was going to do a haul with those. I'm also going to be talking to you guys about those or showing off those to you guys. So this is my first Dan pop. Okay, this is my very first one. I do plan to collect more, but we got Miss Momo Isa. Like, this was so cute. I was not going to pass this up. I had to get her. And then I actually saw Granny Seiko at GameStop last night, but it was like, was I going to get Toto or was I going to get her? And I was like, I ultimately ended up going with Toto, but I will be going back for Granny Seiko. This pop I hold near and dear to my heart because this was the very first cosplay that I ever did at a con. So of course, naturally, I had to get this pop. And this is Umbreon. I had to like first cosplay. And then I love this Pokemon. So cute, so adorable. But I had not seen it in stores. And again, when I saw the Gundam, I saw this. I had to get it. Next to up, eventually, I just feel like my Bleach collection is going to ultimately be one of my biggest pop collections. Potentially. I feel like if they keep dropping Bleach Pops the way that they have been, it could get up there. So with that being said, we got Nelia. I love Nell. I love her. Love her down. So had to get this pop. I do believe, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that there is a pop of her when she's like in her child form. And if so, I need to get that. I want that one as well. This one is my very, very first Gundam pop. This was the one that I was just mentioning when I showed you guys the bigger one. And this is the one that I ultimately got as my first one. Out of the 4 choices, this was the one that I went with. I did not regret this one bit. I'm so happy that this was the first Gundam Pop that I bought. And like I said, I will be getting more, okay? This is not a mech hate page or anything like that. We love mechs over here. Now, I remember saying a long time ago, they need more Nanami Pops. They need more Nanami merch. And y'all, we got the Shibuya. We got the Shibuya incident Nanami. Like, this is when y'all started to go crazy about my man. Okay, because like I said, y'all was paying him dust before the Shibuya incident. So of course, I had to get him. Had to, rightfully so. Next up, we got Goku. Okay, so I have other Goku pops. I do. But this one I did not have. Like, this is Goku with a tail. Okay, I did not have this pop. And so I hope that I can still like keep continuing to find like different Goku pops. Um I thought I saw a Goku pop last night at GameStop. Could be wrong, but I could be right. But I'm gonna go back and double check. But every Goku or Vegeta pop that I see, I'm gonna have it and it's gonna be mine. And last but not least, we have another Dragon Ball Z pop. Because what? What did y'all think? But this was the first time I had ever seen a pop version of him. And I was like, I have to have him. Gotta have him. And there's no way that they could have made a smaller version of this. Like, this is like life to scale, type of pop size for him. So we have Broly. Like I said, there's no way. This is like, if you ask me, this is the small pop version of Broly. Like, you cannot get any smaller than this. You can only go up when it comes to Broly, okay? But this was my pop haul. I'm going to have a bigger one that's going to come up, and that one I am going to do by series. So the ones that you just saw, you will see them again, but we're going to do an entire pop tour, guys. You're going to see everything, okay? And I'm also going to keep a counter up for all of my pops that I showcase. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.